Hey there, I'm Scott. This is my channel CineRam, and I haven't made a video in ages. But seeing as how I'm about to get rid of all this, I wanted to make one video at least to record it for posterity. It is a new year, and as per tradition, although I don't make many videos on my channel anymore, I want to make at least one talking about what I'm looking forward to seeing as far as movies go in the new year, in 2026. Now, there's a couple holdovers from my list from last year. First of all, we have Lear Rex. I don't really know what this is about, but it's from the director of the original Candyman. Rachel Brosnahan, Jessica Chastain, and Peter Dinklage are in this movie. Yeah, don't know a lot about it. I haven't seen any marketing for it yet, but it could be good. One movie which just came out here in Chicago, The Testament of Ann Lee. I was aware of this movie last year, and now it's finally out, so hopefully you'll be seeing it soon. This is from director Mona Fastvold. Amanda Seyfried is the star. Unfortunately, she missed out on getting an Oscar nomination, but I'm sure she'll have more opportunities in the future, and I'm excited to see this. I've read a lot of good things about it. Also, just about to come out at the end of this month, Sam Raimi's new film, Send Help, with Rachel McAdams and Dylan O'Brien. Obviously, you've probably seen the trailer for this already. You know, anything Sam Raimi, I'm up for. There is a Ready or Not, Here I Come, the sequel to Ready or Not with Samara Weaving. It's by the same directors. Some of the people in this movie include Buffy, Frodo, the Pope from Animal Kingdom, the mayor of Gotham City, filmmaker David Cronenberg, and Ant-Man's daughter. I really enjoyed Ready or Not quite a bit, so I'll be interested in seeing that one as well. Then we have a movie called The Social Reckoning, which is not a Mission Impossible movie. It is a sort of sequel to The Social Network, written as before by Aaron Sorkin. It's about Facebook and Mark Zuckerberg again. In this movie, Jeremy Strong from Succession is playing Mark Zuckerberg instead of Jesse Eisenberg, but he's actually a Sorkin veteran because he co-starred with Jessica Chastain in Molly's Game, a previous Sorkin film. Sorkin is directing this as well as writing the script, and although I know some people don't like him as a director, I think he's fine, and I look forward to his movies just because his dialogue is so great. Mikey Madison is also in this movie, and Jeremy Allen White, so that's cool. Looking forward to that. Then we have a movie, another movie I don't know a lot about, called A Place in Hell, but I'm interested in the talent behind it. The director is the director of a Netflix drama called Fair Play, which I haven't seen, but I've read good things about, and so I'll be checking that out at some point. Michelle Williams, one of my favorite actors, is in this movie, along with Danny Houston, Daisy Edgar-Jones, and Andrew Scott. Don't know anything about this movie either, but the talent makes me interested. Coming out in March is Maggie Gyllenhaal's movie, The Bride, which is about the Bride of Frankenstein, except that it's set in 1930s Chicago. Jessie Buckley, who is tipped to win Best Actress this year for Hamnet. She is playing the bride. Also in Maggie Gyllenhaal's film, her brother, Jake Gyllenhaal, her husband, Peter Sarsgaard, and her Batman, Christian Bale. They're all in it too. And Julianne Hough is in it as well. She's one of the hosts of Dancing with the Stars, but she's acted some too. Maggie Gyllenhaal also directed a film called The Lost Daughter, another one I haven't seen. There's plenty that I haven't seen, I'm afraid. Unlike previous years in which I'd go see 200 new movies in the theaters per year, I haven't been doing that as much lately. Supergirl, of course I'm looking forward to. This is from Craig Gillespie, who directed Dumb Money, a movie I like very much. It's very social network-like. Lars and the Real Girl, I, Tonya, Cruella with Emma Stone, Fright Night, the Fright Night remake with Colin Farrell. Millie Alcock from House of the Dragon, she's playing Supergirl, and as part of the new DC headed by James Gunn, so we'll see how that goes. I wasn't crazy about the trailer that they've already released, but there'll probably be a better one to come out later on. New Spider-Man movie, looking forward to that, of course. Destin Daniel Cretton, who is the director of Shang-Chi, is directing this movie. He's also done Short Term 12, Just Mercy, Glass Castle, all movies which featured Brie Larson. So I wonder if she's going to pop up in this one as well. Actually, when I went to see Shang-Chi, I was wondering if she was going to be in it, and she was at the very end of the movie. In the post-credit scene with Mark Ruffalo, he managed to work her in somewhere. So Peter, MJ, Ned, and J. Jonah Jameson are all back, plus we've got Bruce Banner, we've got Kingpin, we've got Daredevil, we've got The Punisher, we've got Yelena, and we've got Sadie Sink and Vince Vaughn. So, might be cool. Also, of course, at the end of the year, we have, of course, a new Avengers movie, Avengers Doomsday, once again written and directed by Anthony and Joe Russo, and starring every single actor in the Union. Every single actor and SAG-AFTRA is in this movie somewhere. So, yeah, of course, I look forward to Avengers movies. Christopher Nolan has a new movie coming out this summer called The Odyssey. It's about a guy trying to get home after war. Matt Damon, who is in Oppenheimer and Interstellar, is in it. Anne Hathaway, who is in The Dark Knight Rises and Interstellar, is in it. Robert Pattinson, who is in Tenet. Elliot Page, who is in Inception. Himesh Patel, who is in Tenet. Plus, we've got people like Samantha Morton, John Leguizamo, Bill Irwin, Mia Goth, Lupita Nyong'o, Charlize Theron, Betty Safdie, John Bernthal, and Spidey and his girlfriend, Tom Holland and Zendaya. They're all in this movie. I did see the IMAX preview, the big wooden horse scene in front of Avatar. So yeah. Looking forward to Nolan as always. Here we have a movie which might not come out this year, but I thought I'd mention it because it's a possibility. Martin Scorsese's new film. Leonardo DiCaprio, Jennifer Lawrence, and Mads Mikkelsen are in this movie. Emily Blunt, and maybe Dwayne Johnson, although I might be confusing that with another Scorsese project that Dwayne Johnson was tipped to appear in as well. I don't know anything about this movie. I think it's a horror movie, and it's based on a novel. What Happens at Night, right? That's what it's called. That might not come out this year. Might be a long way off. We'll see. I've seen so far 2 films directed by Ethan Coen without his brother, and Joel Coen has made 1 film that I haven't seen, but Joel Coen has another film that he's directing solo called Jack of Spades. Josh O'Connor, who is in Challengers and the new Knives Out movie, he's in this movie along with Leslie Manville, Damian Lewis, and of course Frances McDormand, Joel Coen's wife. Don't know what it's about, but it's a Coen brother movie, so even if it's just one of them, it's still exciting. The new film from Alejandro Inarritu is called Digger. They recently announced the title. Don't know what this is about, but it's supposed to be a comedy. Tom Cruise plays the lead. Sandra Hüller from Anatomy of a Fall is in it. John Goodman, Michael Stuhlbarg from A Serious Man. Jesse Plemons, Riz Ahmed, and Robert Burke, who played RoboCop in the 3rd movie, took over for Peter Weller. He's been in a bunch of stuff since then. He was in The Last of Us, the 2nd season. So yeah, that's exciting. Steven Spielberg's new movie is Disclosure Day. It's something to do with maybe an alien invasion, but also involving animals. Not really sure. It's all very vague. Colin Firth, Emily Blunt, Coleman Domingo, Josh O'Connor again, he's in this. Eve Hewson, who had a small role in Jay Kelly, but I liked her a lot, and she's gorgeous, so yeah, another reason to see it, aside from, the other dudes that are involved. The 3rd Dune movie, which may be called Dune Messiah, or maybe just be called Dune Part 3. It's based on the sequel novel, which came after the original Dune novel, which was made into 2 films by Denis Villeneuve. He is, of course, directing this one as well. We've got the main cast back again, the guys who survived the first 2 movies, plus Anya Taylor-Joy, Robert Pattinson. Jason Momoa is back as Duncan Idaho. He died in one of the movies. I'm not really sure how that works. How is he going to be back? Maybe he's just like psychically communicating with Paul Atreides. I don't know. We'll see. A movie which is coming out in February that I'm excited for is Gore Verbinski's new film. Good luck, have fun, don't die. A sci-fi comedy with Sam Rockwell. He's a time traveler trying to prevent a catastrophe in the present. Zazie Beetz, Michael Pena, Haley Lou Richardson, and Juno Temple from Ted Lasso. They're all in this. It looks like a lot of fun. I like Gore Verbinski quite a bit, so I'm looking forward to that. One of my favorite directors is Steven Soderbergh. His new film is called The Christophers, with Ian McKellen and Michaela Coel. I think that's pronounced her name. She was in the Black Panther sequel, Wakanda Forever. Aside from that, I don't know a lot about the plot. James Corden is also in it. Maybe that's not a selling point, but Soderbergh is. I love Soderbergh. I see all of his movies, and so, of course, I'm looking forward to that one. Also, Jeremy Saulnier has a new movie coming out. It's called October. Jeremy Saulnier is the director of Blue Ruin, Rebel Ridge, and Green Room. I haven't seen Blue Ruin, but Green Room and Rebel Ridge are both excellent. He's sort of suspense action type movies, but on a smaller scale than your typical action movie. He's quite good. Chase Sui Wonders, who is in the studio with Seth Rogen. She is in it, along with Imogen Poots, James Badge Dale, Stephen Root from Get Out and What's that one about the guys working in the office from 1999? I can't remember. Anyway, looking forward to that one because of the director. And also, finally coming out in theaters is Coyote vs. Acme. Yes, it's finally coming out after possibly never coming out at all, based on the machinations of the head of Warner Brothers Discovery. Anyway, it's finally coming out. It was bought by another distributor, and they're releasing it. It was directed by the guy who did Earth to Echo, which is an animated movie, Dave Green. Will Forte, Lana Condor, John Cena, Louis Guzman are some of the humans that are interacting with animated characters such as the Coyote from the Roadrunner cartoons. Finally coming out. Really excited about that. And one more movie, which could come out in the summer or the end of the year, or maybe later, not sure, is David Fincher's new film, which could be called The Adventures of Cliff Booth, but I don't know. I don't think that's a great title. I hope they change it. It was previously called The Other Adventures of Cliff Booth or something like that. I'm really not sure. The Continuing Adventures. Anyway, it's based on Tarantino's script, which is a spin-off from Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Brad Pitt is again playing Cliff Booth. Elizabeth Debicki, Scott Caan, Timothy Olyphant, and one of my favorite actors, Carlo Gugino, is in it. Also a guy whose name I have a hard time pronouncing, Yahya Abdul Mateen, who is in the new Wonder Man Marvel series and was also in The Matrix Resurrections, and he was in the Candyman remake. They're all in this movie, but it's David Fincher directing a Tarantino script, which is really exciting. So that could come out this year, and that's what I'm looking forward to. Thanks very much for watching. Take it easy. Later.